Welcome to Walser Design Studios, proudly situated in the heart of Malaysia. This vibrant space serves as the creative hub where many of our innovative ideas and concepts come to life. At Walser Design, we specialize in designing bicycle frames and custom geometries that take into account the unique biomechanics of each rider. Our mission is to shift the focus from merely enhancing bike accessories to unlocking the rider's full potential. We believe that by using the natural movement and mobility of the body, we can identify ways to optimize these movements, making cycling more efficient and significantly reducing the energy required. Custom bike building is not just a luxury, it's a solution to the common frustrations many cyclists face. Off-the-shelf bikes, while convenient, often fail to accommodate the individual shapes, sizes, and riding styles of their users. A made-to-measure frame ensures that every aspect of the bike works in harmony with your body. Whether you're experiencing discomfort during long rides, struggling to maintain optimal posture, or feeling limited by the standard options available, a bespoke build can address these concerns. By crafting a bike that fits you perfectly, we can enhance your experience, making cycling not only more enjoyable, but also more effective. As part of our commitment to community engagement and education, our talented collaborators frequently travel from Singapore and Manila to join us in Kuala Lumpur. There, we host biomechanics workshops that immerse the local cycling community. These workshops are designed to empower riders with the knowledge and tools needed to make their new hobby more fulfilling and enjoyable. Whether you are a seasoned cyclist or just beginning your journey, these sessions provide valuable insights applicable to all enthusiasts. From parents managing busy schedules to grandparents eager to rediscover the joys of cycling.
Gatri Corridor Expressway. Okay, for me, for newbies here, because of the best is very safety. We ride together with the group, right? And safety because macam nak explain
You are separated with the big cars.
Yes, you just use the motor lane, and then the respect orang yang kayuh dekat sini, dia orang tahu kita akan kayuh dekat motor lane. Yes, dia orang akan bagi jalan untuk kita. Betul tak? To me lah, because I'm riding here since 5 years, PKP. Dan sekarang pun bagi I vibes untuk cycling kat sini is a good lah untuk yang newbies, and then siapa yang nak datang daripada luar pun datang sini pun untuk ride solo pun bagi I safety. Yes, because of kita guna motor lane je, and then 40 kilo.
Yes.
40 kilo. Yes. Go and find back 40 kilo.
One whole loop.
Yes, one loop. 40 kilo, 50 kilo. Kita buat hari tu berapa?
40.
Kita buat full loop berapa? 46, 50 kan? 50 kilo. But to me, it's a non-stop 1 hour and a half. Yes. I suka kayu ikut jam. So, 1 jam 30 minit. Itu dah kira okey lah. Then, kalau paling slow pun kita buat 2 jam kan? 2 jam. 2 jam full loop. Here to Lagong to BJ, Bukit Julutong just now kita lalu tadi, patah balik. We ride every day, anytime.
At this moment, every day.
Every day? Every day. What time you want? 12 o'clock? 1 o'clock? 8 p.m.? Rain or shine? Yeah. Rain or shine we ride. Like just now, pagi hujan. Okay, we ride what? 8 o'clock is it? 8 o'clock? 8:30 is it? Go, 1 hour. Janji kayu.
It's a Sunday. Sunday evenings are always the most quiet. Before we start the day or before we end the day, we typically have coffee. Coffee is life. I don't know. I just like coffee. It keeps the brain active. So for all the uncles out there, I'm sure you can relate. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. So my only addiction is coffee, and it's supposed to work. forget about it. It's still loading. But we wanted to share with you a little bit of a background how things happen in the design studio. Bespoke Customs is is a is an entity that we figured there are a lot of people in the market at the moment who love cycling, but there's this small group of people who seem to need extra help and they don't fit into the regular stereotype of being a perfect cyclist. So majority of our work starts from here. It's a little bit messy, but it works out. Sometimes we go home 9, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. That's when all the ideas pop out. I still remember when I was in college, when I was in high school, we keep on experimenting the fittings. Yip is the one in charge of anything that's about that involves mechanics. So the process really works like this. I designed the concept, but any concept, even though how beautiful theoretically it is, if our mechanic cannot work on it, then all of that is useless. So one of the things that Yip does, like for example, we have Mr. Leong's custom posture bar over here. Sometimes we have to customize the fittings. So for example, he's using mechanical brakes, mechanical group set. So Yip's job, together with me, he advises me what are the different micro adjustments that should be involved in the next design. So it's a continuous iteration and we only find out about it in this workshop. So everything happens here. The reason why you see all our videos in the Philippines, because Philippines is a perfect venue for product testing. We have Clark, we have endless roads, no traffic. We have gravel over there, so that's where we test it. We collaborate with Max Bikes and Yip to make sure everything is mechanically sound before we go into the custom fabrication per client. This particular bike, this black beautiful bike, is for Mr. Leong. He came across our videos and figured maybe he really need the posture assistance bars. And yeah, with that topic, maybe we can discuss to you a special case again for Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu is 60 years old. This is Mr. Wu. If you remember our episode, everything starts from day one. But today, the good news is his titanium bike is here, and he's gonna be biking like he was younger before.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Just like some of us got the triathlon bug late in life, but we always believed it's never too late to find a new hobby, and Mr. Wu personifies that new generation of uncles and grandpas who are into sports now. Now, the challenge for Mr. Wu is that with all the bikes that he has, he wanted to have a bike that, number one, would adapt to his age. At the age of 60, you're not active anymore in terms of injury recovery. So prioritizing health becomes a little bit of a number one. Unlike when we were younger, you get injured, you recover fast, you heal fast. But when you get to a certain age, the healing is a little bit cumbersome. So one of the things that is a big challenge for some of us as we get older is, number one, our flexibility, our muscular strength, osteoporosis, and all that stuff. So Mr. Wu arrived yesterday, came over here, had a little bit of a chat after watching some of our videos. So we decided that for his special case, maybe he would benefit from a made-to-measure bike. So to give a recap in our talks, what is the difference between made-to-measure or custom bike versus made-to-order bikes? So this is something that's not clear-cut. So made-to-order bikes are bikes that you order to be made for you. Typically, in the industry, what they would do is you would see a jig like this. This is a commercially available sizing measurement apparatus So when you order a made-to-order bike, you take the physical measurements, standard procedure. There's a form, you get the height, shoulder, exactly like this drawing. So number one is height, yeah, shoulder width, inseam, arm length, etc. That works out for decades when it comes to made to order, and usually it works. But for some special cases, based on our experiences, sometimes this system also has a little bit of, you can say, limitation. Because the reason is, the main limitation is when you get the physical measurements, it does not take into account, like what Mr. Dennis mentioned yesterday, it doesn't take into account how big your belly is. It doesn't take into account how you ride. It doesn't take into account your style of riding. It doesn't take into consideration where you ride. It's really just the physical measurements. And more often than not, when you get that made-to-order bike, somehow, for some reason, there's still a need for you to go to a bike fitter. And that's where we wanted to create a solution where you can start skipping a lot of the redundant, you can say not really problems, but redundant costs that could have been solved on day one. And that's the reason why we started to introduce this new system called made to measure based on your posture. Every person has a unique posture. We've seen it all too often. We go to a bike fitter. I'm a bike fitter. But part of the curriculum, the certification process, that when you get into the bike fitting certification process, part of the step that you cannot skip is, you do a lot of the massaging, the stretching before you get bike fitted, the adjustment. That's all good. In fact, that's perfect. However, in the real world, you never do that every single time you wake up to go riding. I'm sure you can relate. When you wake up, you just want to put on your cycling shorts, cycling shoes, helmet, have your coffee, and go run out for biking. You never, well, maybe if you're one of those really into serious stuff, but I seldom hear someone who wakes up before biking and do a lot of the pelvic adjustment and balancing of your feet or knee, or do the balancing stuff. Usually, for a normal person, he would rather skip that. He would just want to go out and do biking. If you're one of them, then maybe you can understand that situation. Just to summarize what we've been doing at the moment, finally you got your bike, no bike fitting, zero. The idea behind the magic of a made-to-measure program is it's supposed to be plug and play. A little bit of a background, you want to be a duathlete and a triathlete. The way we designed your bike is it's supposed to be your one bike. Something that you can use for time trials, triathlon, duathlons, and everyday cycling. So instead of putting in an aero bar and the flat bar, which is very unusable in traffic, we opted to give you a custom-made drop bar. This is a lot safer on the downhills because when you hold on to the drops now, it gives you a lower center of gravity, making you a little bit more stable at high speed. But at the same time, we customize the length of your reach to mimic the length of your forearm to give you much support if you want to go a little bit faster, okay? So, we're gonna time trial now. Go to the hoods, higher. So this one is there you go, and then this one goes here. Basically, excellent like that, okay? Start pushing down. Now we're gonna try to recalibrate you how to drive this bike, okay? So aero, how to shift, what gear, the effort, everything, okay? So it's gonna take us maybe around 20 to 25 kilometers. It's a new bike, and 60 years old. Looks like a teenager. Okay, I'll see you there. So we got our first test ride with Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu, happy 60th birthday. Wow. Even though it's done, but so part of the program of the Made to Measure is make sure that Mr. Wu knows how to ride the bike, because it is a ride-specific setup.
Okay, arrow. Move forward on the saddle. Move forward, press your wrist on the pads. Very good, very good. Just keep on going. Move forward on the saddle because it's a climb. Excellent form. Keep on going all the way to the end. Very good. Nice and slow. It's a climb. Very good. Very good. Knees together, heels together. Move forward on the saddle because it's a little bit of a climb. There you go. I want your knee brushing on your elbows. As compact as possible. Good. Because this is a climb, move forward on the saddle. Brush your knee to your elbow to activate your core muscles. Good form. What's the gradient now, Dex? Very good. All the way. Very nice. 1.5. Okay. Good form, good form. All the way to the top. Press those forearm on the pads. Good. Eagle. Eagle. Almost there. One gear down. Use your pinky. Eagle. Yep. Yeah. One more gear down. Use your pinky. Start picking up speed. One more gear down. There you go. One more gear down. Last gear. There you go. Now focus on the handling. Hold on to the hoods. Yeah, that's it. Exactly like that. Start building up speed all the way to the bottom. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Start building up speed. Start building it up. Keep on going. Very good. Start building up speed. All the way, all the way, all the way. Ooh. Okay, stay aero now, all the way. Very good. Knees together. Straight lift up. Very good, very good. Elbows together, huh? good. Keep on going. Keep on going. All the way to the top, all the way to the bridge. Knees together, elbows together. Perfect. All the way to the bridge. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Straighten up. So right now you have a very small silhouette. Your frontal area signature is the smallest possible. Okay, on the downhill, slide back, drops, go as low as possible. Okay, flat section, go to the arrow position now, all the way to the end. All the way to the end, very good. So that's the smallest aerodynamic frontal surface area signature that he can achieve. So far so good. Heels together, heels together. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. All the way to the end. You have to maintain that posture until the end of this ride. We have to prove that you can sustain this posture, okay? We have to test how long you can maintain this posture and compare it to your previous experience. So as long as you can, stay as long as you can in that posture. When you want to shift, just use your pinky. So far so good. All our footage, care of our cameraman, Dexter the Speedster. So when you have the posture bar, it's almost like everyone's riding similar. So even Mr. Wu, at 60 years old, can now assume a posture that used to be very difficult on a road bike. Good form, Dexter. So with the posture bar, it helps everyone be able to assume the same posture. Keep it going. This is a climb. Try to pull the bars towards you. Oh! Flat. Touchdown. Keep on going all the way to Dexter's.
There's no two. Oh. There's only one only. You can see there's no effort required.
So, this table over here is where we normally do the made to measure based on posture projects. And what does it mean? It means that we try to figure out your unique posture by making you do your own posture. And then based on that, either we guide you or we create a jig, like braces. So if you've ever been to a dentist, I'm sure you've heard of dental braces. The purpose of a dental brace is to guide your teeth to maybe develop or grow in a certain way, dictated by the braces. So it's the same thing with a bike. If your bike is not adopted to your unique physiology, then whatever you do from day one, you will never reach your full potential. If you're not an athlete, it just means that you'll never find the ultimate comfort, that balance in comfort and performance. And that's what we're trying to skip and attain, which is saving time. And I think at the end of the day, I think my coffee is finished. So at the end of the day, it's all about saving time. Time is a currency that you can never take back. Once it's lost, it's lost. And this is the reason why we wanted to make this specific episode, because Mr. Wu at 60 years old would want to have the best experience for the next 20 to 30 years. And it all starts today. And we're going to work closely with him to develop his custom, made-to-measure bike. Now, what's his situation? He's a triathlete. We figured he would benefit more from a road bike setup than a time trial specific setup. There are pros and cons. One is a time trial setup is number one. Sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable when you ride in traffic. You know, those base bars with long aero bars. Majority of the time, you can never use them in traffic. You have to go really, really far away, find a special location where you can really hold on to those aero bars for 2 to 3 hours. For Mr. Wu, maybe he will not have the luxury of time to travel every day to go to that special place where there's no traffic. So we figured, why don't we make you a road bike that is ultra comfortable, but at the same time, not lose out on the aerodynamics. Triathlon bikes are very well known not for their light weight, but for their aerodynamics. That sustainable aerodynamic posture that only an aero bar can provide you. But we also figured that since an aero bar is a cumbersome addition, and if you have an aero bar, you can never use it in a group ride. Trivia. For roadies, they don't like us triathletes riding with them on an aero bar just because they think that we're going to cause a lot of crashes. So the things that would really help them is, we call it the posture assistance handlebars. So the posture assistant handlebars is a custom handlebar that we try to develop for you to help you skip the trial and error of trying to develop the right muscles and posture ligaments to keep you in a very comfortable, sustainable aerodynamic posture. You always hear us talking about aerodynamics. Why? It's because we always believe that instead of working hard, you can work smart. And when we talk about working smart, there are two ways of going faster. One is just stomp on the pedals and put a lot of power. Or, what if I can make you go at the same speed as your friends, but use 30% to 40% less effort? Now, that's working smart. And the way we developed it is that we started to measure his unique posture. How can we provide him with the smallest frontal surface area? Remember, frontal surface area is not something new. This is typically a common language used in the automotive industry. It's all about how can you punch through the wind with less effort. Once you achieve that, then you've got the holy grail of cycling. So this is one of the handlebars. We try to make it narrower. We tried to measure his forearm to be able to support his weight. Again, this is not for racing. It's mostly for newbies and enthusiasts who wanted to maybe have a different cycling experience. So if you're one of those people who need that assistance, the design studio is all about creating bespoke tools to make your cycling enjoyable. That's it. So that's just a quick sample of what we can provide in this service. So after the development of the made-to-measure bike, the frame, we use titanium as a medium. Then part of the system is, if the bike does not fit you, 100% refund. The only reason is, we figured the reason why you wanted to invest in a made-to-measure bike is basically it was supposed to be made to measure. So if it does not fit you, you get 100% full refund, and then we give you free coffee for wasting your time. Now, to prove that the made-to-measure really worked, it doesn't end there. Before you sign off on the contract, before you settle all your balances, we have to prove to you that it really works. So aside from showing you that it's a plug-and-play tool, we even give you the choice to ride with us. So it's not mandatory, but we give you the choice to ride with us so that we can document and teach you how to use the tools provided for you. The posture that you have to assume. And this is based on a long-term development program. There's no shortcut, but as the months go by, as you develop, then you become better. I hope you found this episode a little bit more enlightening, how cycling can be experienced in many different ways. There's no one solution, but always remember this. In cycling, it's a dynamic sport. You move. You need to be able to have the most efficient posture. Posture is the holy grail in the sport of cycling. If you have the proper posture, just like in weightlifting, if you've ever seen that, who's that popular vlogger that goes to the gym and has a 35 kilogram mop? So if you've seen the Anatoly vlogs, he's so funny. He goes to the gym, looks ordinary, but he shows the big muscular guy that with proper technique, you can start lifting heavier weights. So it's the same idea. Proper posture helps your body avoid injuries, less pressure in your knee, and everything starts here. So thank you very much for joining us in our workshop. And this project is almost finished. Wow, that's super, super duper fast, Yip. Congratulations. So Yip he's wearing his Sunday vibe. It's Sunday today. We're supposed to be closed, but we keep on trying to come up with concepts with Dexter and David and Richard and Freddie and Galvin. So thank you very much. Okay?